Hi guys, so for today's video I wanted to talk to you about all of my favorite products for 2018. This video is going to exclude my palettes because I do have my top 10 palettes, and then it's also going to exclude foundations because I did my best and worst of 2018. Also, it's not going to include face palettes. I loved the face palettes that I discovered in 2018, but I did do a top 6 face palettes not too long ago. Okay, so the first highlighter is this one by Dose of Colors, and I had never tried Dose of Colors before until I tried the I Love Sarai collection. It was a whole collection, everything looked really pretty, and so this one was one of the highlighters that was also very loved by a lot of people, but I tried it for the first time in 2018. This one is called Soulmate, and it is so beautiful. It has like a golden tone to it. The formula of this is so perfect. This one has more of a golden undertone to it. I got it in the summer and it was just perfect on my skin tone. But even though my skin tone changed a little bit, I still wear it because it's not too dark to where it'll look shadowy on me. And that's one thing that I love about golden highlighters on my skin tone, because some of them can look shadowy, especially if they're pink. Pink sometimes looks so gray on me that you can tell, like from a certain angle it just looks like I have a spot. Anyways, this one was the first golden one that really looked very pretty on me, and if they come out with other ones I would for sure look into getting them, because I did for their next launch with Desi and Katie. Which brings me to my next highlighter. This one is Fuego. Oh my god, I'm so wrong. I meant this one is the one that came out before 2018, I think, and then they relaunched it in this collection, so my bad, it wasn't this one. So since I was so happy with trying out the brand and also the way that the formula was for the highlighter, I did decide to get the Francation 2 highlighters. This one is called Fuego. This is the one that was relaunched, not the one that I just showed you. And this one was the one that a lot of people loved, which I can see why. Again, it is very beautiful. The formula is different. It's a little bit smoother. You can't even see it. Why? Alright, so I have to take off this foundation swatch that I have on my hand. And I was wondering what is on my hand, but that's because I put the foundation there and then I applied it on me. So let me go ahead and swatch this one again just so you can really see it. So beautiful. And then this one was the one that I was just talking about, which is Fuego. The formula is different. It's a little bit smoother and it has more of the gold to it. This one is a little bit different, just like a different type of gold. They're still both golds, but of course they're not gonna make them the exact same tone. Like I said, they're different. I feel like this one is a bit creamier and a little bit more intense, and that is what I love about this one. By the way, if my under eyes look way different than my foundation, it's because I'm trying out the new foundation and concealer. I'm doing the try on today in the wear test, and the foundation is a little bit too dark for me. I like it, I think it worked, but I feel like the under eyes just look a little bit too light for it. Alright, this other highlighter is by MAC, and this one is called Oh Darling. I know some of y'all know about it from a different launch. This is another golden highlighter. I do have the other one. A lot of these I bought both because I like to try each shade that they come out with, I don't know, and then I swatch them for you, so it's always helpful to have both. You know, what if you don't know if you want this one and maybe you want the other one but you didn't see the swatch next to it? So that's what I like to do. I like to show you both. This one is Oh Darling. Like I said, this one was a highlighter that they launched a while back. I think it's been 2 or 3 years, and they brought it back for this packaging, and then I think now they have it in the black packaging. I'm not 100% sure, but I know that this one used to be like a limited edition and everybody loved it. I guess it was just very successful that they decided to bring it back, and this time it was in the silver packaging. So anyways, this is another one that I really loved in 2018. I feel like it's just one of those very glowy, not powdery looking, and it's just a really nice gold for my skin tone. This next one is, I guess you could say, like my top highlighter, and this one is the newest one to me. This is by Juvia's Place. This is the volume 3. This is a little bit more white than what I am used to grabbing, just because all of the other ones, as you can tell, were gold. And this is the one that I'm wearing today, and it's so glowy. Also, Juvia's Place is a brand that I recently started buying from. By the way, they did send me my replacement to my number 2 that was broken, because I had one of the highlighters came broken. So they did replace it, by the way, just so you know, and everything was good. They sent it right away and they were easy to talk to on the email and everything. Everything went smoothly. So just an update on that. If you want any of the highlighters that I have talked about, go with this one if you're looking for something extra glowy and intense. And if it doesn't go with you, then maybe try number 2 or number 1. Number 2 or number 1, because they are so glowy. So you can check out that video, check out the swatches, and the formula and just everything is just very beautiful. It blends out really easily. Yeah, look at that glow. It's just beautiful. And if you can't tell right there, well, you can probably just tell on my face, my nose, my cupid's bow, my cheeks. It's just everything is super glowy and intense. And I honestly wasn't sure if this one was going to be the best one for me, because like I said, I prefer golden ones because you can't see them on my skin and they don't give me any shadow. With pinks, I do get it. And then this one was a little bit more white. It's more like a pearl. And it doesn't do that to me. It doesn't give me like a weird shadow or anything like that. And I am loving it. Loving it. Loving the formula. Just everything about it. Also, the price, of course, is not as expensive as any of the other brands. So if you want to try this one, I would really recommend it. I got this from Juvia's Place's website. Okay, so moving on to the bronzers. The first one I want to show you is this one by Too Faced. This one is from the Fruity Tooty collection. And I really like, I also like the highlighter in here though. So, I mean, I do want to put that out there. But the main one that I really like is the bronzer in here. It's a shimmery bronzer. It gives you that glow. For my skin tone, it's a really good shade and it just worked really well. I'm going to go ahead and swatch both of them. Those were sucky swatches, kind of, right? Yeah, because I kind of put it on top of the highlighter. Let me redo that. This is the last little thing, and it's like not even wet, so I can't really take them off right. I need to go get the other little bag, but we'll try it like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and swatch the bronzer side and the highlighting side right next to each other. This is the bronzer and this is the highlighter. So you can see that the bronzer is warm. It doesn't look that warm in the pan. Okay, so there we go. Those are the 2 swatches. This is one of my favorite ones from 2018. It worked out really nice for me. It blends out really easily, and I also like the amount of shimmer that it gives. It's not too much, but it also gives me that glow without me having to use like a matte bronzer and then putting a shimmery one on top, which actually brings me to the other 2 that I'm about to talk about. This first one is Matte Bronze by MAC. And it's exactly what the name is. It's just a matte bronzer. The only thing that I did notice is that it gets hard pan whenever you swatch it. So you can see it right there. Now, once I go over it with the brush, swatch it on my arm because I feel like on the back of my hand it's just not working. So let me do it right here because it didn't work over here. It's like twisted. It's a bronzer. It's just something very simple. It's a complete matte bronzer though. So if you want a little bit of glow, you will have to go in with another one. But this one is like the perfect tone for me. It worked out really well again. And the formula of it is also really easy to blend. It's also pretty forgivable. So I do like that. It's just so easy to blend and I can build it up if I want to, if I want a little bit more. This other one is part of the same collection. And this one is called You guys have seen me use this one so many times on my channel too, just because again I use it all the time. I use it by itself, I use it with this bronzer or any other bronzer, or even just on top of contour whenever I want to add a little bit of glow. And this one is very warm. You can see it right there, but it is shimmery, so you don't have to apply this much. This is actually coming off like a lot, like very heavy, just from the swatch. But whenever you use a brush with it, especially like a medium-sized brush, it's again pretty forgivable. And it just, and when I say that, I just mean like it's easy to blend out, you know. It's not like you will immediately get like this big old dot on your face, you know. So it's easy to blend out. I really like it. So this one was the third bronzer that I have to show you. The next one is just one little blush, and this one I actually showed it to you months ago in a LA Girl top rated products or something like that that I did with a whole bunch of LA Girl. Yeah, LA Girl, I was gonna say LA colors. I feel like I use this one so much, especially whenever I just want to do an everyday look or a look that's very colorful and I don't know what to use. This one is perfect. It's like so so simple, you know. It's just like the most basic blush you will find, and it's just all like regular pink. There's nothing to it. It actually looks a little bit more pink on camera than it is. More of like a peach pink, not so red or anything like that. But once it's on my face, I feel like it's not as intense, especially me just applying it lightly. Like, I don't apply so much of it. It's very creamy. So whenever you feel it, if you go to Ulta and you get the chance to swatch it, you'll feel how creamy it is. And now that I did like that, it just kind of looks a little bit more diffused, I guess you could say, a little bit more blended out. So whenever you use a brush with it, it doesn't apply as much product. But when you swatch it, you will feel it in the formula that it is just super soft, like powder, like powder. like just so soft. Really like it. So that's actually the only blush I had to show you, because I think a lot of the other blushes are from like face palettes that I have been using. So in 2018, it was also a time that I started trying a lot more loose powders, either for baking or just setting all over the face. I tried different brands, different types, and just so many. But my favorite one, and that stood out from my entire collection, I do have favorites, you know, but the one that I tried that I like the most is the Hourglass Veil, and this one is just so thin. The only thing that I don't like about it is how to take out the product, but other than that, the product is really good for my skin. I also use it every single time I do eye swatches. It sets my concealer really good on my eyelid. I feel like it works for pretty much anything. If I want to set, if I want to bake, and of course, like I said, I set my eyelids with it all the time. Something else that I started using a lot more in 2018 that I tried different styles were eyelashes, and this is the brand that I feel I like the most out of the ones that I tried. These are the House of Lashes Light collection, and I actually have a few other ones, but the main ones that I like are these. These are called Allura Light, and I feel like these just worked out really good for my eyes. As you can tell, these are longer in the center of the eyelash, which I think that's what works for my eyes the most. It's not like over dramatic, but it's not natural either. It's just like right in between. It's like the perfect balance. But now I'm noticing that I can work with other eyelashes, other falsies types, even if they're longer on the outside. They just can't be too heavy. So little by little, I'm like learning a little bit more about falsies, which ones work best for me. As I try more, that's the only way that I'm gonna find out. So anyways, but these were the ones that I bought the most and also liked the most for 2018. These are lip liners, and I barely started using lip liners. I don't remember the last time I used a lip liner, if it wasn't like way back in high school that maybe I had a lip liner, but now I started using them again, and I feel like they're very helpful. I don't have a lot of colors, but I feel like they're very helpful with my lipstick application, because I don't have to get that close to the edge if the color matches. Now I don't have one to match for everything, but I still use the nude one for different shades. So lip liners were one thing, not a specific one, just the overall wear of wearing them. And also colorful waterline pencils. I feel like I used to just use black, and sometimes nude, and this year was the year that I started using colorful ones. Again, not a particular brand, but just wearing color, I just coughed. Just wearing colorful eyeliners is what I'm saying. Now, one of my favorite ones are the 24/7 waterline pencils by Urban Decay. I did recently get a few different colors, and I've been using them even more, and I just feel like they make your eye look different, whether you just want to apply a colorful eyeliner only on a neutral eye, or you want to intensify a colorful look. You just add a little bit more color on the waterline, and it makes a big difference. Colorful eyeliners, lip liners, two things that I started using more in 2018. And the last product is actually an eyebrow product. I had been stuck on the Anastasia Dip Brow forever, and then this year I started using the Ka-Brow by Benefit. This one is in the shade 4.5, and it is the perfect shade for me. The Anastasia one is an ash brown, and even though it says ash, I feel like in my pictures, especially when I take them close up, or maybe it was my lighting, because now I fixed it. I fixed my lighting, but it always looked just a little red on my skin, not on my actual eyebrows or the product, but just like wherever it would fade as I was doing like my little strokes, if the product blended out too much, like with the spoolie, I feel like it would start looking red on my skin. And this one doesn't do that to me at all. I've taken pictures close up and it doesn't look red. And this one, I just feel like it matches even my hair color just a little bit better, just the way that it looks. I've had this hair here like flying around because it doesn't want to stay still. It's like I can't really part my hair in the center. I mean, I can, but every time I try to get like this front part, it always goes back. So if you have been seeing it flying around, you know, I can't do anything about it. It won't stay. But anyways, that is everything that I had for this video today. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing like the other products that I haven't mentioned at all, and like favorites of 2018 video. And I just wanted to give you like mini reviews on each thing and, you know, how I tried it. It's been a few months for each of these products, so I can really tell you how I feel about them and stuff. Everything except for the Juvia's Place highlighter, but this one was just like perfect from day one. So that was really easy. But all the other ones, you know, I just wanted to give you a little update or a little review on how everything had been working for me. And yeah, those are just my favorite things for 2018. Let me know below which ones were yours, especially for highlighters. I would love to know. And also if it's a different brand, let me know. Maybe it's a brand that I haven't tried and I can check it out for myself. But that is pretty much it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.